Hello, namaskar. This is CVR English and it's time to roll the primetime news hour with me, Anukriti Sharma. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has tweeted about his recent meeting with President Anurag Kumara Dissanayaka of Colombo, where he conveyed his warm greetings from President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He expressed his appreciation for the President's sentiments and guidance on enhancing the India-Sri Lanka relations. The discussion majorly focused on deepening cooperation and strengthening ties for the benefit of the people of both the nations and the wider region. Take a look. The polling parties have left the polling stations with the EVMs or the electronic vehicle machines for Haryana Assembly elections of 2024. Tomorrow, voting will be held for all the 90 assembly seats of Haryana, and Haryana Chief Electoral Officer Pankaj Agarwal on Friday has said that more than 2.03 crore voters in the state are eligible to exercise their franchise in the 15th Haryana Legislative Assembly elections on Saturday. Take a look.
मतदान को लेके ये कल
जैसा कि हमें पता है 5 अक्टूबर 2024 को हरियाणा विधानसभा चुनाव होने वाले हैं, तो आज पोलिंग पार्टीज डिस्पैच करी जाएंगी। हमारे जिले में 996 टोटल पोलिंग स्टेशंस हैं, जिनमें से मैं डिटेल बता देता हूं आपको कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी वाइज। कालावाली में 187, डबवाली में 213, रानिया में 188, सिरसा में 216 और एलनाबाद में 192 बूथ हैं। तो उन पे धीरे धीरे पार्टीज रवाना हो रही हैं और ऑलमोस्ट 80% हो चुका है।
कितने मतदाता हैं?
टोटल जिले की बात करें तो 10 लाख के करीब हमारे पास मतदाता हैं, जिनमें से 5,32,000 तो पुरुष मतदाता हैं और 4,76,000 महिलाएं होंगी जो मतदान करेंगी। और जैसा कि बात करें कि पिंक बूथ की, तो हर एक असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में एक एक पिंक बूथ बनाया गया है। और इस बार सिरसा में एक यूनिक जो चीज करी जा रही है वो ये है कि पिंक बूथ के अलावा भी महिलाओं को पोलिंग पार्टीज में शामिल किया गया है, जिससे कि वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट का जो गोल है हमारे भारत का वो पूर्ण होगा। और मैं एक और चीज आपको थोड़ा सा स्टैट्स बताना चाहता हूँ। जैसे होम वोटिंग की बात करें तो 85+ टोटल मतदाता थे 1147, जिनमें से 1093 वोट प्राप्त हुए हैं। पीडब्ल्यूडी में 281 मतदाता थे, 279 वोट हमें प्राप्त हुए हैं। और पोस्टल बैलेट के थ्रू जो है 3436 वोट कल तक डाले जा चुके हैं। आज पोस्टल बैलेट डालने की लास्ट डेट है। तो मैं अपील करूंगा सबसे कि 5 तारीख को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा संख्या में मतदान किया करें।
Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal has addressed the situation in West Asia, reiterating India's deep concern over the ongoing violence. He emphasized the need for all the parties to exercise restraint and to also protect the civilians, warning against the conflict escalating into a broader regional crisis. Now, Jaiswal has noted that while the flights from Israel, Iran and other countries are still operating, allowing those who are wishing to leave to do so, there is currently no evacuation process in place. He mentioned that approximately 3,000 Indians in Lebanon, 10,000 in Iran, including about 5,000 which are students, and around 30,000 in Israel, primarily caregivers and workers.
He had earlier visited India in June 2024 to attend the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. During the visit, he will also be visiting Mumbai and Bengaluru, where he will have business engagements. The visit of the President of Maldives to India after the recent visit of the External Affairs Minister to Maldives is testimony to the importance that India attaches to its relations with the Maldives, and the visit is expected to lend further momentum to cooperation and robust people-to-people ties between the two countries. So that was the announcement regarding the visit of the President of Maldives. Now I open the floor for questions. Okay. Uma.
So I'm Huma Siddiqui from the Financial Express. Just wanted to know with the situation in West Asia, is the MEA looking at repatriating Indians in case it spreads further? And what is the situation of the Indians who are already in Israel? Has anyone reached out to the embassy to be repatriated?
Reza.
Reza from Hindustan Times. Given that Zakir Naik is a fugitive from wanted by India and his passport has been revoked, are we aware on what documents he is travelling, and given the fact that he has even met the Pakistan Prime Minister during his visit to Islamabad, do we intend to raise this issue with Malaysia, where he is based, and with Pakistan?
Aishi.
So this is Ayushi Agrawal from ANI. A follow-up question on West Asia. If we could have the figures of how many Indian nationals do we have in Lebanon and Iran, also any contingency plans that we are formulating to evacuate our citizens from there?
Ishi.
This is Yeshi Seri from the New Indian Express. Who's going to go for India for the SEO summit in Islamabad? And also had Dr. Jaishankar already met the Sri Lankan president. Any update on what the conversation was like?
Siddharth.
Amid ongoing tensions between India and the Maldives, Maldivian President NEWSHOUR is expected to visit India on October 7th. Now viewers, this meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi will mark their first interaction since the conflict arose between the two nations. And during a conversation at the UN General Assembly in New York, NEWSHOUR has expressed his intention to visit India as soon as possible, quote unquote, highlighting the very strong bilateral relationship between these two countries. And since taking office, NEWSHOUR has adopted a very reconciliatory approach, following the strained ties with our country, which were exacerbated by his campaign that focused on an India out policy and the removal of Indian troops from the Maldives. Notably, despite these tensions, NEWSHOUR attended the Modi 3.0 swearing-in ceremony in June this year, indicating a complex but still an evolving diplomatic landscape between the two countries.
So if you can just confirm if you're coming to India.
Yes, I'm planning to visit as soon as possible.
So what would be the focus of your visit, sir?
We have a very strong bilateral relationship.
Visuals from Jaipur airport show heightened security measures after the airport administration received an email about a bomb threat, a potential bomb threat. The Central Industrial Security Force, or the CISF, has now initiated a search operation, but so far, viewers, nothing suspicious has been found. In fact, the search is ongoing as authorities work to ensure passenger safety and security at the airport. Take a look. Shifting the lens to regional geopolitics now, viewers, the landscape seems to be rather radical here. A war of words has recently erupted between Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan and Tamil Nadu Deputy Chief Minister Udayanithi Stalin regarding the Sanatan Dharma or the Hindu Dharma. Pawan Kalyan indirectly referenced Stalin's earlier remarks, asserting that no one can eradicate Sanatan Dharma and warning that any such attempt would lead to dire consequences. In response to questions from reporters about Kalyan's warning, Stalin, on his hand, cryptically has replied, and I am going to quote unquote him, wait and see, unquote. Now this exchange followed Stalin's earlier characterization of the Sanatan Dharma as compatible to malaria and dengue, further highlighting the escalating tension between these two political bigwigs.
Okay, let's wait and see. Thank you.
Will not be eradicated. The person who said that will be wiped. So your reaction to it, sir? Sanatana Dharma ஒழிக்க முடியாது சொல்றவங்க Pawan Kalyan said Sanatana Dharma cannot be wiped out. Those who said it will be wiped out.
Former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has stated that the Supreme Court criticized Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu for his remarks, which it deemed hurtful to the Hindu sentiments by and large, and cautioned against politicizing these religious issues. Reddy pointed out that the Special Investigation Team or the SIT, which has been established by Naidu, had been halted and claimed that Naidu's false comments had damaged the actual sanctity of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams or the TTD and its prasadam offering. He also noted that the courts had questioned Naidu regarding his allegations against the TTD. Take a look.
ఏ మాదిరిగా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడును చేశారన్నది ప్రస్ఫుటంగా కనిపిస్తా ఉన్నా కూడా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడును రివర్స్ సుప్రీం కోర్టు తిడతా ఉన్నా ఆక్షేపిస్తా ఉన్నా కూడా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి ట్విట్టర్ హ్యాండిల్, తెలుగుదేశం పార్టీ ట్విట్టర్ హ్యాండిల్ ఎన్ని అబద్ధాలు ఆడుతూ ఉంది, ఎంత దుష్ప్రచారం చేస్తూ ఉందనడానికి ఇంతకన్నా నిదర్శనం కావాలన్నా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు అనే వ్యక్తి ఎంత నీచానికి దిగజారిపోయాడు అని చెప్పడానికి. తిరుమల లడ్డు కల్తీపై సుప్రీంకోర్టు సీరియస్ అంట, మీ పాపం పండింది జగన్ అంట. ఆశ్చర్యం. ఆయన తిడతా ఉంటే, ఆయన సుప్రీంకోర్టు ఆయన తిడతా ఉంటే, ప్రజలు ఆయన తిడతా ఉంటే, అందరూ దాన్ని చూస్తూ ఉంటే, అందరూ దాన్ని రాస్తూ ఉంటే ఏమాత్రం సిగ్గు ఎగ్గు లేకుండా దాన్ని కూడా వక్రీకరించాలని, దాన్ని కూడా ట్విస్ట్ చేస్తూ మీ పాపం పండింది జగన్, తిరుమల లడ్డు కల్తీపై సుప్రీంకోర్టు సీరియస్. వైవి సుబ్బారెడ్డిపై ఆగ్రహం అంట. చంద్రబాబు నాయుడుపై ఆగ్రహం వ్యక్తం చేస్తే వైవి సుబ్బారెడ్డిపై ఆగ్రహం అంట. వైవి సుబ్బారెడ్డిపై ఆగ్రహం వ్యక్తం చేసిన సుప్రీంకోర్టు అంట. ఆశ్చర్యం అంటే ఆశ్చర్యం. నిజంగా వీళ్ళు రాసిన మాటలు చూస్తూ ఉంటే ఇంత దారుణంగా వక్రీకరిస్తూ ఈ మాదిరిగా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు అనే వ్యక్తి ఈ స్థాయికి దిగజారిపోయిన పరిస్థితులు.
Dilip Kumar Tirke, who is the sports administrator and the president of Indian Hockey, now he has emphasized the significance of the upcoming league for the future generations of the country, particularly for the young athletes of India. He announced that top players from 15 countries will now be participating, with 8 men's teams and 6 women's teams set up to compete in this hockey edition. Take a look.
आपको जो बेस्ट लगता है, आपका लीडर है जहाँ, तो आप उसको वोट करो. थैंक यू.
तो सर एक नया इनिशिएटिव दोबारा स्टार्ट हो रहा है, 7 साल बाद वापसी कर रहा है, तो क्या कुछ हमें नया देखने को मिलेगा? आप भी कैप्टन रहे थे टीम के, तो क्या कुछ बोलेंगे लीग के बारे में जो दोबारा स्टार्ट हो?
नहीं, देखिए, सबसे पहले मैं कंग्रेचुलेशन और थैंक्स करना चाहता हूँ हॉकी इंडिया फेडरेशन का, फिर उसके बाद जो हमारी जितनी भी फ्रेंचाइज हैं, और अगर हम बात करें जो पुरानी हमारी हॉकी इंडिया लीग थी, जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस
Shifting focus to world news now, the Shia Muslims have organized a protest march in Baramulla to express their outrage over the killing of Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah by the Israel Defense Forces or the IDF, and the demonstration has highlighted their confirmed solidarity and condemnation of this incident. Take a look.
कि हम हिजबुल्लाह के साथ है, ईरान के साथ है, लिबनान के साथ है, हम उनके लिए जान भी दे सकते हैं, चाहे हमारा सर क्यों न कट दिया जाए, हम उनके साथ है। कि हम हिजबुल्लाह के साथ है, ईरान के साथ है, लिबनान के साथ है, हम उनके लिए जान भी दे सकते हैं, चाहे हमारा सर क्यों न कट दिया जाए, हम उनके साथ है।
Viewers, it's quite evident. Israel has now entered into war mode as it began its ground operations in Lebanon against Iran-backed Hezbollah. Proving it one of the deadliest ground offensives, the IDF has battered over 150 Hezbollah hideouts, killing its top commanders. The ground operation by the Israeli forces intensified after Iran launched 180 missiles at Israel on the 1st of October. The latest body cam footage released by Israeli forces now shows the bone-chilling invasion by the soldiers. The forces recovered ammunition, the rocket launchers and the weapon go-downs during this highly intrusive operation. Take a look at this. Well, that brings me to the close of this edition of Primetime News Hour with me, Anukriti Sharma. I shall see all of you once again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Until then, keep watching CVR English for more news and updates.